in badan oo khaldan baa jiday oo aan iyaga ka bartay oo kamid ah in qaabka lowga iyo ethics-ka saxafigu iyo waliba soo saarista barnaamijyada qaabka u saarayo oo markii hore ay moodeen inaan si toos ah aqoon noocan oo kale aan u helin.
anigu waxaan kamid ahaa bahda saxaafadda aqoon badan iyo iftiin badan kamaanan haysan runtii haddana waxaan ka faa'iiday aad iyo aad casharo fara badan
aad hadda waxaa anigu aan u sii faa'iiday qaabka loo qoro jaraa'idiyada qaabka loo qoro maxaan yiraahdaa fiidiyoyada loo sameeyo qaababkaas oo dhan run ahaantii awal hore umaanan aqoon tababarkan ka faa'iiday.
Relief International, with funding support from European Union, has established the first media training and resource center in Garowe, Somalia. The center is going to be a hub to capacitate and build the skills of Somali journalists to become well equipped and trained to be media professionals with the necessary knowledge to improve independent, credible and objective reporting in the country. Former Information Minister of Puntland, Hon Ahmed Ali Askar, has laid the first foundation stone of the center at a plot of land which was donated by Puntland State University. We hope this center to be a center of excellence for training Somali journalists, which will be consisting of the media training center, radio station, with the required equipment. I wish the center to become a school of journalism and media studies at the university in the near future. On behalf of Puntland Ministry of Information, we had media development plans and ambition in the past to build and train Somali journalists with the necessary skills. Nothing is much better than for having a training center for Somali journalists in the country. Relief International, with the collaboration of Ministry of Information of Puntland, Media Association for Puntland MAP, has held a launching ceremony for the Media Center in Garowe. During the ceremony, Information Minister, State Minister for Good Governance, Deputy Country Director for Relief International, journalists, civil society groups, UN agencies and representatives of INGOs attended the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to launching ceremony for the Media Training and Resource Center in Garowe. The center will train journalists in Puntland and Galmudug. Relief International is among the other INGOs operating in Somalia, and it is our honor to establish the center and build the professionalism of journalists.
On behalf of Relief International in Somalia, I'm delighted to take this opportunity to welcome you all to this important inauguration ceremony for the Media Training Center and Resource Center in Garowe, Somalia. This is the first professional media training center ever established in Somalia, and it was funded by the European Union. Since 2009, the European Union has supported Relief International Media Project, which mainly focused on professional capacity building for Somali journalists, particularly those in Puntland and Galmudug region. The Media Center is supposed to give opportunity to Somali journalists, particularly those in Puntland and Galmudug, and who are supposed to use it as a hub for all journalism issues and capacity building and all issues pertaining to journalism. Since 2009, RI has trained almost 80 journalists, professional skills, and 13 journalists, partnering with the Mohammed Amin Foundation, 3 master's trainers, partnering with the School of Journalism and Mass Communication of Nairobi University, and various capacity building trainings were given to these journalists.
I am much glad to take this opportunity to attend the launching ceremony for the Media Training and Resource Center in Somalia. It's a new era for Puntland journalists. Because of the value of this media center, we are planning this center to be a school of journalism under Puntland State University. I advise journalists and media workers to benefit from it. As mentioned by the Information Minister, it's a good history to have this media center in Somalia. That will further build the skills of many journalists who are willing to work for their community. Journalists used to train themselves voluntarily, apart from short media workshops. But this is complete media training center since the destruction period of the country. This media training center was one of our priorities to train Somali journalists with professional skills. We thank the EU and Youth Live International for responding our previous request to get a training center. I urge the Puntland government to implement the law and give a space for journalists and stop the intervention. Then the media houses and media journalists will work effectively, they will respect the law of the country, and they will implement justice.
hay-adda Relief International oo aan u arkayno laga bilaabo maanta inay noqonayso hooyadii saxaafadda.
Firstly, I would like to thank Relief International that's becoming from today the mother of media in Somalia, since it has established the first media training center in the country to be a hub for journalists and build their professionalism. Today we are taking the first lesson of the training course. It's about mass media and the society. Firstly, let me ask you about media. Media is very important for our people because it informs the people about the news stories, events, incidents. The media also educates people, and as well it entertains the society in many different ways. Our lesson today is about how to use a camera. The camera contains the iris, the zoom, how to make focus, sequence and high resolution footage and shooting regulations. Today we will be learning and studying of how to take shots, of how to capture sequences.
magacaygu waa Faadimo Saciid waxaan ka imi magaalada Boosaaso xarunta gobolka Bari halkan waxaan u imi inaan tababarkan ka qayb qaato runtii anigu waxaan ka mid ahaa
My name is Fatima Yusuf. I came from Bosaso town to Garowe to attend a training course of this media center. I am a journalist and did not have enough knowledge and understanding about media, but now I gained a lot in this training, in particular production techniques of television and radio. I thank Relief International for establishing this center, and I hope I will train my colleagues at Radio Dalgir when I go back to Bosaso.
wararka detailkiisa sidoo kale warka backgroundkiisa waxyaalo badan baan isleeyahay.
magacayga waa Ilham Xasan Cali waxaan ka mid ahay suxufiyiinta tababarka u fidinaysay hay'adda.
My name is Ilham Hassan Ali. I'm one of the trainees at the Media Center. I came from Bosaso. I wish we get more of this kind of training. I've gained a lot, like television, radio production, and the techniques of publishing a magazine, and the use of a camera.
markii hore saxaafadda wuxuu ka yaqaanay in badan oo khaldan baa jiray oo aan iyaga ka bartay.
I knew something about media. I have learned more from the media center, such as media and law, ethics of journalism, production techniques, writing magazines, production of radio and television.
saxaafadda laakiin hadda waxaan moodaa in 90% aan wax badan oo cilmi ah ka faa'iidnay meeshan intaan dhigaynay.
I knew something about media. I've learned more from the media center, such as media and law, ethics of journalism, production techniques of the television and radio, and this is the first formal media and journalism training I've ever attended.
run ahaantii awal waqtiga hore waxaa jiray kuwa aan xoog ku bartay.
Really, I used to work as a media practitioner, but now I have studied much about media and journalism, like how to design and write newspaper, magazines, production of documentary films, feature stories writing. Thanks to Allah, I believe I'm a good producer today. I thank to those funded, implemented and established this media training and resource center, and we request a similar training course in the near future. We urge Somali journalists to benefit from this media training and resource center. It's a big opportunity, it's a valuable opportunity, and it's a center that can build their professionalism. Relief International has held a graduation ceremony for the first batch of journalists who completed a training course at the Media Center in Garowe. Information Minister Hon Ahmed Sheikh Jama, Vice Minister, State Minister for Good Governance, other government officials, journalists, civil society groups attended the ceremony.
Hay-adda Relief International waxay sii wadi doontaa tababarada la xiriira sidii loo kobcin lahaa xirfadda wariyaasha. Qalinjabintani hadda waxay ku saabsan tahay mudane wasiir 17 arday oo ugu horeysay oo xarunta ku furnay. maadooyin kala duwan ayaa la siiyay intii barnaamijku socday.
waxaan aad ugu faraxsanahay kooxdii ugu horeysay.
It's my honor to attend the graduation ceremony for the first batch of journalists at the Media Center. The establishment of this center is an indication for media development in Somalia. I thank the EU for funding this project. I also thank to Relief International for establishing this media center.